Alrighty, in our goat saga, it is the next morning. We picked up a new goat last night, and when I got home, I went to check on her and she was gone. Hey guys, this is Megan from You Goat to Be Kidding. This video is supposed to be about our new dairy goat. We brought home a new doeling. She's actually related to one of our goats. She's super sweet. We're really excited to have her, but then there was a problem. So you can kind of see from the intro that the beginnings of our problems, but we'll talk about this video. It's kind of turned into a mistakes were made, and we're gonna have to figure out what to do about it. But let me show you our new goat and tell you what's going on, and we hope you enjoy. We got a new baby goat. So this is River, and this is our new baby goat. Her name is Wisteria, like the plant. We just picked her up and just brought her back. We are having her hang out with River probably for about a week or so. One, to help River practice and just be good around livestock, but two, just to make sure that she is good and healthy. I don't have any concerns, but it's just wise to keep new goats away from the established herd. So she is going to hang out here. The coolest thing about Miss Wisteria is she is actually related to Tansy. She is Tansy's granddaughter. We sold off some twins out of Tansy, and then one of them had Wisteria here, and now we have bought her back. The other family was getting out of goats. So I think it's pretty cool to bring some family back and to see how she does as a milker this season. But something new today, exciting, new goat. Poor thing is a little terrified. She just got here. It's been just a few minutes. So we're just trying to be calm and chill and let her hang out. Alrighty, in our goat saga, it is the next morning. We picked up a new goat last night, and when I got home from an event I was at the evening, I went to check on her and she was gone. So rookie mistake on our part, putting her in electric fence without a physical boundary. So we searched for her and no luck. So we just waited till this morning, and here she is. She's back. Hello, Miss Goat. So it's kind of crazy. My dad and Damien and I looked last night for probably an hour just around, but it was pitch black, and we figured she probably would have laid down. And I don't know, we didn't expect much, but we were praying that she would be okay. And this morning we were out. Caleb grabbed his drone and was about to fly it over. He was trying to look for it over here in our neighbor's property. We had guessed she'd probably gone that way. And then all of a sudden, a gentleman came walking down our driveway, and the goat was just following him. And he said that he had seen her over on our neighborhood road, and he got out of his car and knew that he'd seen goats here on our property, and he just walked her down the driveway, and we were all outside. And here she is. So I'm just so thankful that she's okay. I definitely wasn't really... I was preparing for the worst, that's for sure. So I'm so thankful she's all right, and we will make sure she is in some physical fencing today, and she will not be able to get out again. So we got her all set up. We got her in one of these calf huts. It's actually kind of hard to tell on video, but we do have a metal, it's like a cattle panel bent around to help keep her in. This is where we put her. This is actually the area that the dog is in. And it worked really well until it didn't. So we're not sure how she got out. We know she got out sometime after dark, which I thought she would have settled down. So she spent several hours in here with the dog with no problem. And the dog, didn't mess with her. The dog didn't go anywhere near her. She did great. But yeah, she got out. So I'm so thankful she's okay. Hi, little girl. We're going to keep an eye on her. We are home all day today, or at least for most of today. And we'll make sure that she is all good to go. Last you saw her, she was in our calf hut with a cattle panel around it. And she was there. We left her there, and we came down to milk our goats. That was first thing in the morning after she had been gone all night. And I came down, and we were getting the goats. I was standing right here in the barn. We had the back door open. The other goats were coming up the hill. And then who appeared at my side but little Miss Wisteria? And, well, that was kind of the first clue to our real trouble, is that less than 2 minutes after leaving her, she was completely out of the calf hut panel and out of the electric fence again, and just down here with me. So after she appeared at my side, we relegated her to this barn here. We locked her in. We figured, all right, she's not trained to electric fencing. We need to make sure that we have a chance to get her used to it and trained to it. And so we put her here in the barn. And she was all right all day. It was no big deal. We just left her down here. And we came down to do chores. And Caleb is the one who noticed. He came down, he's like, Mom, where's the goat? Sorry, actually, Damien was with him. They couldn't find the goat. They look in our first stall here, and you can see part of our problem. This cow panel was not there, and little Miss Wisteria could hop the wall into that stall, and then she would just hop between the stalls, doing, over each one, wherever she wanted to go. So then we ended up having to crate her. Thankfully, we have an extra large dog crate for the dog. And so we were able to use that to keep her safe, to keep her from getting herself out in the middle of the night. We didn't want to risk her getting away again. So we put her in the crate overnight. We came back, and so then after we milked the next morning, I put a cattle panel over that section there on that first stall. And I used a cattle panel to block the front gate to make sure she couldn't get out. So that has contained her. She has not yet gotten out of the barn, which is a good thing. But even last night when Caleb was down here doing chores, he said that she was able to vault into the second stall, which is significantly taller than that first one. So we have a problem on our hands. We cannot keep a goat that jumps. We don't have physical fences in the first place. Now, if she came from a farm with physical fences with the electric wire running across the top, and I think that worked great. I don't think they had an issue with her. But we don't have that. We use those electric nets, and they are shorter than these barn stalls. So we're in big trouble. Pretty much our only option is to sell her. She cannot teach our other goats to jump out of their fences. And I get it, this is kind of the trouble with goats. We have not had this problem before. None of our goats have figured out that they can jump very well. None of them are that athletic. And so little Miss here is turning into quite the problem. It's only been a couple days, so we'll get it figured out. But most likely she's going to have to go to a new farm. So this is a welcome the new goat and say goodbye to the new goat as we figure out hopefully a farm that has physical fences with electric wire along the top. That should be able to keep her in, no problem. But we're not set up for that. So just a cautionary tale. If you are getting goats, make sure that you have goats that match your systems. And it is absolutely worth moving her onto a different farm than trying to keep her here. Even though she's super cool, even though I'm really excited about her genetics, even though she's super sweet and friendly, it's just not worth it. So learn from our mistakes, ask people if they're jumpers, and don't be afraid to admit your mistakes and just move an animal on. If an animal does not fit your farm, you do not have to keep them. We are called to be good stewards and to take good care of our animals and to do the best we can. But sometimes the best we can is recognizing that they're not a good fit. So this little girl, hopefully we'll be able to give you an update soon that she found a new family that can take good care of her. But she's pretty short-lived here.